Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Emmy from Emmy Evolving. If this is your first time joining me, thank you for finding me. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Anywho, it's been a fabulous few days. I hope everyone has been enjoying themselves. Let me get some stuff on the screen. I wanted to make sure I remind you guys. What is this? Let me turn off my volume. I wanted to make sure and remind you guys that the Cord Lab is coming up. If that's something that you want to be a part of, the link is on the screen. Running out of time. So I asked what this reading was going to be about, and this is what I heard. You thought it was impossible, but, yes. Ooh, my supplements are stuck in my throat. Oh my God. Okay, hold on. Let me go ahead and drink. All right. All right. Here goes. Let's get started. Getting cards. You thought it was impossible, but I wonder what this is going to tell us. I think it's going to tell us something dramatic. It's going to be okay, though. And I don't think it's going to be something dramatic in a negative way. I think it's just something dramatic, period. Like a very intense message. The messages over the past few days have been super intense, anyways. It's been super duper intense. Super duper intense. All right. The butt feels a little extra. It does. It does. It's going to be okay, though. You like extra. You like extra, though. Anywho, morning, Erin. This is the final deck, and then I'll be ready to start. Whew. All right, let's start. Okay. Ooh, before we begin, I want to get your opinion on something. I want to show you guys something. Okay, this was from yesterday's live stream. I'll share it on the screen. Ooh, I'm just feeling some energy right now. Curious to get your guys' opinions. Take a look at this, okay? Okay, so. And no, you don't have to mirror the anger and the rage. Did the screen just go weird? I was super weirded out because something touched my lashes. And then I thought I saw something. So look at it again. And no, you don't have to mirror the anger and the rage. Did the screen just go weird? I was like, are we tripping? One more time. Hold on. And no, you don't have to mirror the anger and the rage. Did the screen just go weird? Oh my God, that cracks me up so hard. Okay, let me close this out. So I don't know what it was. Let's get started. Oh, wait. I got it. Oh my gosh, girl, why are you not on top of your biznatch? Hold on, I gotta just. Ooh. Let me just breathe. Just breathe it out. The inhalation and exhalation. Was that like weird or what? I thought that was a little bit weird, but we're just gonna leave that alone. All right. So, uh, Facebook. You know what? A Facebook right now. Let's just get started. No, I can't do air fresheners. I can't do air fresheners. I also can't really do anything that's inhaled. That would kill me. I could do maybe like, I don't know. I can't even really do sage. Like fire ceremonies kill me, y'all. It kills me. I'm like afterwards. It's okay. Here goes. Okay, conclusion, but it's in reverse. So I think something is just getting started. I think something is definitely just getting started, and it's a something that is intense. You're in denial. Oh my God. What are you in denial of? Like, what are you in denial of? What are we in denial of? Okay. So your soul is getting playful with you right now. You're not wanting to take a risk regarding someone, something that's an equal. See, look, 44, 4 and 4, these two equals standing side by side. And it's like it's in reverse. So it's like you're not wanting to play. But then here's the next card number 31, risk, and it's in reverse. So 3 plus 1 is 4. And it's this thing of like, someone, one of the two of you, or three of you, or however many the heck there are of you, is not wanting to take a risk. It's too much of a risk. This thing, this person, whatever it is, it's too much of a risk. You thought it was impossible, but it's not. So now I'm curious. Now I'm gonna be hella nosy. Okay, someone's not listening to the message that they're receiving. Message and listening both in reverse. Someone is not listening to whatever message this is. Darkness does not always create darkness does not always equate to evil. Light does not always bring good. Well, that's creepy. I don't know. And then there's like hidden thoughts. Some wispiness. I don't know. That's creepy for some reason. I've never felt creepy over that card. I don't know what it is. High Priestess of Air and Understanding. This is someone who has a very advanced ability to communicate. And that ability can be used to create an understanding. But again, there's a lot of hidden thoughts. You know, that crescent moon on the forehead, things that are hidden. Okay, oath and fledgling, they're both in reverse, right? But see, it's like when you put them together like this, so they're in reverse. when you put them together like this, it's like this sense of, ew. Is she like secretly longing and chest on fire for this person who is like trying to be rid of her? Hmm. Huh. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. So that's a bear claw, right? Let's see. Bear. I would think, okay, so set clear boundaries and don't compromise even if pressured. Ask for what you want, whether or not you feel you'll get it. Get going on that creative project you have in mind. Take some time out from your usual routine and spend time in solitude. You may be in need of physical or emotional healing. Be gentle and show your love to those you're close to. Find answers to your questions. Go inside rather than reading or consulting others. Is this like the end of a relationship? Like she is just pining away and he's like, no. Like, no, no, no. Huh. I don't know. That looks and feels so tragic. That looks and feels so tragic. And it's like the what's being hidden is that they feel like they don't belong. They feel like they don't belong. I feel like it's the male aspect of this. I feel like the male feels out of place with a female, but she really just won't let go. It feels like. I don't know. I don't know. Is this like a third party circumstance? Mm, this is just. Mm-mm. My supplements are stuck. I feel it right here. It's stuck. Ugh. Okay. High Priestess of Earth, but it's in reverse. So this is someone who is really, really struggling with earthly matters. They're like really, really struggling with it. Um, I don't know. Should I share my? You guys want my dating advice? Do you want dating advice from me? I don't think you want dating advice from me. Let me know if you want dating advice from me, and I'll give you dating advice. So my personal stance when it comes to dating, unless they're pursuing you, they're not interested. Yeah, like I don't know, I guess I'm just very, very old fashioned. And I love that my husband is super duper old fashioned as well. And it's this thing of, unless you make it clear that you are my gentleman caller and that you are wishing to court me, I'm not giving you no attention. I will not pine away for you. I will not chase after you. I will not play games with you. And if you play games with me, you can see yourself out. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And here's the thing, people are like, you can't date like that anymore. That's so old fashioned. See, if you date the way you date now, you get the type of dating that you get now. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So it's this thing of like, yes, I'm old fashioned, but that brought to me an old fashioned man as well. We don't have modern day problems because we don't participate in that pool, nanny. Seriously. Seriously. Um, and it's not this thing of I'm gonna play hard to get. You know what I mean? Like the fact that I'm willing to entertain your conversation should tell you that there is some type of interest there. If I'm not interested, I will not converse with you. I will not answer your messages. I will not go out with you. I remember before I met my husband, there was this guy who yes, he was an attractive man. Um and then I saw things I didn't like. He had been trying to get me to hang out for quite some time. And I remember one time he said he was, because I was working at the mall. I was like 18. And he said he was going to give me a ride from one side of the mall all the way to the other side so I didn't have to walk. And I was like, okay. And so we get in his car. Why do you have a picture of yourself posing with no shirt on your speedometer? I was like, is that you? He literally had a I mean, he was like a beastly man. He was like he's like into working out and stuff. But why do you have a picture of yourself posing with no shirt on your speedometer? I was just like, I don't know that I like that. That's weird. That's weird. That was really weird. And mind you, this is from a time where there were no cell phone cameras. So, in order for him to have a picture of himself, first he would need to take the picture and then take the roll of film to a store to have it developed and printed. And he did all of that. That was the first flag. And I was just like, I don't think I'm vibing with this. So he drops me off at the other side of the mall, like he said he was going to. And I was just like, because his brother had like the fattest crush on my BFF. And that's how he got me to interact with him. And then so his brother wanted to go watch a movie with my BFF, and she's like, yes, but she doesn't want to go alone. I was like, does that mean I have to go? She's like, yeah, can you come? And I was like, okay, sure. And so we're watching a movie, and it was weird because usually the guys will sit on the ends and the girls will sit beside each other, right? I mean, that was my logic. But it ended up the brothers sat beside each other and me and my girlfriend were separated. I was just like, we're adults. It's okay. And in the movie, like, the armrests, he had his hand on the armrest like this. So I watched like this away from his hand. So I'm being clear. I don't want to hold your hand. You armrest hog. You hog the armrest. Like, I don't like you around my space. I don't like that. Go look at your picture of yourself. Yeah, and then finally, he was like, "Why are you so far?" "Oh, because you're hogging the armrest. That's why. That's why. Because you're hogging the armrest." And after the movie, because we took two separate cars for some reason, uh, I don't, the things I get myself into. And so I ended up in his car for some reason. I don't know. I couldn't just ride with my girlfriend. Like, it's not that serious. If your brother really wants to hang out with my girlfriend, he can sit in the back seat and talk to her while I sit shotgun in my proper place, drop me off at my car at the mall, and y'all can go have your fun without me. But no, 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 no. They were like, oh, we don't want to leave him alone by himself. Oh, honey, he's not alone. He's got himself in his picture. It's just like he's got himself and his picture. But I ended up in his car. And then that's why it's like, why do you have a picture of yourself? Why do you have a picture of yourself on your speedometer? And he goes, oh, and it was taped on there. So he takes it off and he hands it to me. No, I don't want it. Like, why do you have this here? And I guess he thought that I wanted the picture, and then I handed it back to him. And I don't know. It was something like, oh, what do you think? And I was like, I think it's weird. I think it's weird. It was not. It's my inspiration for what? And he just looked at me like he was confused. Good, because I am too. This is just not going to work. I don't. Yeah. No. No. And I'm not playing hard to get. I'm not. I swear. I don't play hard to get with people. I'm either interested and you know it, or I'm not and you know it. So he worked at I think it was called Cellular One. He worked at one of those kiosks, and I worked as security. And I remember the guys in the, because it was all guys that worked in that kiosk, and I would do rounds in the mall, and the guys would sometimes yell, Officer 17, like, stop, you're gonna get me in trouble, you're gonna get me fired. And so I would go to the kiosk like, stop yelling my badge number. And I remember one time there was this like really, really, really tall, really skinny guy there. And this was after the movie. This was after the movie. And so he yelled, and I go over there. I'm like, stop yelling. And he goes, so what happened? You guys went to a movie last night. And I was like, why would you ask me that? And no one was supposed to know we went to the movie because he was closing the kiosk and he was the only one there. So why would they know? Why would the coworkers know that we went to a movie last night? Don't like that shit. If you got a big mouth and you're going to tell people like all kind of stuff, like these are your coworkers, they are not your BFFs. And if you're talking about me to your coworkers, I'm double not interested. Double, make it triple. You can go date your pictures, sir. And I was upset. I was upset, and I was like, why is he talking about me to you? Like, are you guys really close? And he's like, well, no. I said, exactly. Exactly. And so he leans in and he's like, so you're not interested? Do I seem interested? Do I seem interested? I like chivalrous people. I like chivalry. Okay. I love chivalry. I love to be treated like a lady. I love to be pursued in a courting type manner if it's reciprocated. I don't like that unrequited love stuff. I just don't. I don't. So when someone shows you that your interest is not reciprocated, you can be interested in someone else. There's billions of people in this world. Fall in love with yourself so deeply that you feel like you are amazing company for yourself. Do that. Date yourself, court yourself for a little bit. Allow yourself to feel special and like a treasure. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people that I knew back then, they were just so pressed to have someone interested in them. And I just, I don't care. I'm like 18, I'm 19. Who cares? I'm not meeting the love of my life at 18 or 19. Actually, I met him at 19. No, I was 20. Yes. Yes. But I just knew, like, like, I'm young. I'm not trying to be delusional with myself and just like, people need to be interested in me. I don't care if you're interested in me. What matters is, are you interesting enough for me to be interested in you? And if you're not, well, then it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. And I think because I had that, I wouldn't say it's confidence. I would say it's detachment from any outcome. I think that actually drew people to me even more. And it was not a game that I was playing. I literally am detached in that way. Like, you don't like me? Okay, stop talking to me then. It's not going to hurt my feelings. What hurts my feelings is your offensive energy. Get out of here, please. Yeah, no, seriously. It doesn't hurt my feelings. You're not interested? Okay. I won't hold it against you that you have poor taste in people. I'm just saying. I'm just saying I'm pretty fabulous. I'm funny. I've got personality. If the face doesn't do it for you, my personality will. Seriously, that's my freaking thoughts. And if you don't like my personality, don't give a shit. Get out of here. Get out of here. You will be my joke for a while until I tire of laughing at you. Like, y'all take people far too seriously. Far, far, far too seriously. Until you really, really show me solid reasons to take you seriously, I'm just not going to. I did not take my husband seriously for the first few months. It's like, you effing Gemini. I see how charismatic and charming you are. Hmm. I'm not a dumb girl. Seriously, I'm not a dumb girl. There are people who you will find irresistible, and I promise you, there are other people who find them just as irresistible as you find them. And you can't control who they're going to want to spend their time with, but you can control the way you receive that type of disregard. Mhm. So I began to take my husband seriously when I moved 3.5 hours away from him. I moved like 3.5 hours away. And what ended up happening is that when I moved about 3.5 hours away, he decided he was going to help me move. He did. He decided he was going to help me move. And I was just like, oh, okay. And then he also decided he loves me and didn't want to leave. And I was like, no. I'm serious. No. You have a job interview with a large tech company. You don't have to go to the tech interview, but you cannot stay here. I will not be the reason that you fail at life. And so I told him to go home. I did. And he ended up getting that job. It was a pretty lofty job. And what ended up happening is every weekend he would drive to my house 3.5 hours away, one way, and spend every weekend with my chuchacha. I worked on weekends. So he would drive all of that way to hang out with my aggressive chihuahua on the couch until I got home. He drove 3.5 hours one way every single weekend to spend a few hours per day with me. I would say he's interested. I was interested too. And that's how that works. Like, if I don't want to spend time with you, I'm not going to spend time with you. You're not going to guilt me into it. And if I have to guilt you into spending time with me and keeping in touch with me and all of that, really, fuck your attention. I don't care. We put too much stock on other people somehow validating us. Y'all, the world has ADHD at this point. We've been programmed to reduce our ability to focus. You notice TikTok, you can only have 3-minute videos. 3 minutes, that's the average attention span. And you want someone who has a 3-minute attention span to validate you all day, every day. That's your goal. Validate yourself. Really spend some time with yourself and allow yourself to recognize the value that you are. So, because I spent a lot of time alone, I realize what I bring to the table of any relationship. I just do. I do. I don't get into relationships with people very easily. Like I just never have. But if I'm in a relationship with you, like you have zero to worry about what I'm doing, or my ass is at home. I'm at home. If I'm not with you, I'm either at work, at school, or at home. I'm not entertaining other people. I'm not playing games. I'm not trying to see what I can get away with. Just that's my dating advice. Go old school and find someone just as old school as you. So, banishment. Someone no longer wants you gone. They want you around. So, I think this is a third party circumstance. I think they're making progress in their self-healing, and their self-healing involves the recognition of how upside down they are without you present. So, their intention is not solidified yet because they haven't healed enough yet. But this is an energy. Oh, let me show you closer. I'm sorry, I didn't call you a hoe. I said, oh, not hoe. Let me show you closer. Oh, let me show you closer. Healer, an intention in reverse. They don't know what they intend. All they know is that you feel so familiar to them, that they want to be some type of guardian for you. They want your best interest. You thought it was impossible, but I hate love readings. I do. Okay, what energy is this? What energy is this? Because I watched someone's tarot card reading like a week ago. And because I watched that one reading, because I was trying to entertain myself while I was at the gym, because I watched that one reading, my YouTube has been showing me quite a bit of Pisces readings. And they are all like the same effing topic as this reading right now. Hold up. Let me look. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. So, where is it? The things that they were. I don't know. Now it's not showing me any Pisces readings here. Oh, sorry, that wasn't a Pisces reading. It's the same message though. Like someone wants you, they want to come back to you, they this and they that, and yeah, da 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 da. Who are you? There's this artist that I'm just really feeling lately. Oh, yeah. Okay. Pisces, your pathways are about to come together in perfect time. I don't even know who that is. I don't watch very many tarot readers. I don't watch it very much, period. Let me find another tarot reader. Spirit is about to deliver. I don't know, y'all. I don't even want to continue with the reading. I just is what it is. Okay. So respect in reverse. I don't know what to make of this card. Respect in reverse. I'm wondering if it has a lot more to do with attempting to respect your decisions, but then coming to the realization that respecting your decisions was really just a form of avoidance, right? So, guidance and manifestation, listening to the guidance and using that to prevent a manifestation of whatever it is that you want or need. I don't know. Things just suddenly got weird. Heat. Alliance. Mm-hmm. Well, that friction is going to cause heat. There's an alliance that's taking place. So this is soul-based stuff. This is soul-based stuff. Oh, shit. The intrigue. The intrigue. Oh my God. Yikes. Yikes. Oh my God. I'm hairless, so you can't see the hair. But I got goosebumps. Hey, this is bad. This is bad. Oh my God. This is so bad. So here's the thing, okay? Heat, right? This is like, let me figure out how to present this. This is a third party circumstance. There's no dancing around it. This is a third party circumstance. So heat and alliance. There is a reconnection that's occurring, and there's this reconnection that's occurring, right? And it's occurring in all directions. This heat between two individuals is is causing friction with a third person. They have so much to say. There's a lot of weeds coming out of their throat. They have so much to say. And I'm assuming this is the person that's in a relationship with one of the other two. And they're getting this cockamaniac idea that in order to preserve this relationship, there must be a child. This is going to turn out badly. This is going to turn out so badly, so badly. Because even with that, hold on. They're considering this, right? They're considering having a child to try and salvage the relationship, but it's not going to work because it's still going to end up the same thing. They've already whoever they're in a relationship with has already made their mind up. They're focused on someone else. They're focused on something else, someone else. This is bad. This is bad. I do not recommend having a child to salvage a decaying relationship. I do not advise that. So be still, hope, let go. This constant planning and plotting, this hope that continues to fuel their lack of ability to let go. They're not willing to transform, to change with a situation as it changes. They think that it has to do with unconditional love. Like they think this is going to be a Bonnie and Clyde type thing. Or if I can show you how committed I am to you, then that will convince you. As a matter of fact, let's add a kid into this mix so that we can really like you have to stay. So bad. They refuse to surrender to the reality of what this is. They're up for a rude awakening and their emotions are going to be out of control. Ooh, this is just. This is bad. Nothing will come of this situation. Nothing will come of this situation. So, how does the title tie in? I don't quite grasp. You thought it was impossible, but so I don't know. I don't like these types of readings. I really, really don't. Because then it's like this thing of um like low key encouraging you to sit and wait and pine away for someone who's in a relationship. One thing that I've learned, one thing that I continue to see repeatedly, um, people are where they choose to be. And if they really wanted to be with you, they would be. This goes for men and for women. Like, we have to stop with that narrative of, oh, but that's just a karmic. He's finishing off a karmic relationship. Oh, she's preventing us from being together. He chose someone else. That's what happened. They chose someone else. Just breathe very deep and very slow. They chose someone else. And you can't waste any more of your life sitting and waiting and hoping they'll change their mind and choose you. You are not a consolation prize, right? You are not something they settle for. Stop putting yourself in a position where you are simply waiting for someone to settle for you. Why do I not? I mean, granted, I've been married for over 20 something years at this point, right? When years back in a different time and era, before I met my husband, it was this thing of not really being willing to pursue people simply because that is a game. That's a game. I remember there was this guy in high school, um, and we would talk daily for a while. We were talking daily for a while, and then he stopped calling. So I was like, okay, okay. And I wasn't butthurt. I just figured, okay, well, he has learned enough about me from me um, to make up his mind that he's not interested. So, okay. And then, like, a couple weeks go by, and I was in the breezeway at school, and he walks up to me and he looks mad. He looks mad. He's like, "Why don't you call me anymore?" I was like, "Well, because you stopped calling. So I figured, you know, that I shouldn't call." And I guess he was just trying to get me to be the one to call him. No. When you do things like that, you're playing a game. When you stop calling, we stop talking. And based on that conversation, I was just like, oh, well, you're not so handsome after all. just not attractive. That's not attractive. It's just not. That is as unattractive as someone who continues to call you and contact you and message you and message you and message you after you've already made it abundantly clear you are not interested in anything about them. Don't allow yourself to be the person that creates this entire storyline. I once had a person purchase a public expedite for a reading. And it was this whole storyline of like, they have a friend who has been married for a long time and they have kids together. They have kids with their husband. And this person who purchased the reading knows that she's not happy and that she's secretly not even heterosexual. Are you asking me about me? I promise you. I promise you. Um, not only am I happy and satisfied in my marriage, um, I'm fixated on my husband's penis. I'm not a closeted, I'm just not. I'm not. And people will tell themselves this story, an entire storyline. I'm just like, honey, like, I'm not flirting with you. I'm just a nice person. Sorry. I'm just a nice person. And I promise you, even if there's no one waiting for me, if I'm not happy in my marriage, I will not be married. Oh, and my husband, we're very clear about this. If we are not happy being together, we are not to remain married. There's no threat. There's no like, if you leave me, if you cheat on me, I'm going to lock you out of the bank account and I'm going to. No, no. If you're not happy, have a conversation with me. We will come to some type of conclusion as to how this should proceed. You don't have to move out. We can continue to have completely joint checking accounts. Like, I'm not going to punish you for choosing your happiness. Just don't be a jerk and lie. Don't hide things. Tell me so that I can prepare myself to begin separating my life from you without actually physically separating from you. I'm capable of that. People don't have to tell themselves stories. They just don't. But they do. People often tell themselves stories as to why this and why that. Stop. 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 I promise y'all, I will make this public promise. If ever I come to a realization that I'm actually lesbian, I will have a girlfriend wife. I'm not going to remain married, right? I promise you, I'm fixated on this man. I'm not settling for anything. He's the actual prize. He's the prize that I have earned because I've worked on myself. And because I've worked on myself and I've been able to be honest with myself about where I'm at within my journey, the things that I need to continue to work on and love on more about myself, within myself, I am partnered with a person who has the capacity to love me in the way that is healthiest for me, to love me in a way that continues to expand my healing. It's a beautiful thing. It's a very, very beautiful thing to be able to be honest with yourself and to work through things within yourself. It's not always something that needs to be externalized. Sometimes the issue is that we refuse to see that we have issues. It doesn't make you broken. It just means you need to put some effort into recalibrating or correcting whatever distortions that continue to feed the issue you're having. Your dreams need a practical plan. You want to be in a relationship? You want to be in the type of relationship that I'm in? You have to invest into that. You have to invest into that type of partnership with someone who is willing to invest just as much as you are investing. Yes, it's a mutual thing. You both have to be willing to invest. You both have to be willing to place this investment before your pride. You have to, or it's not going to work. This concept of you need to have someone do this and that for you, and you want to be taken care of in blah, blah, blah way, and this and that. What are you bringing to the table, though? Are you willing to do that for them? Or do you simply want to be taken care of? Because if you want to be taken care of while not also taking care of the other person and have it be mutual, mutually beneficial, that's a transactional relationship. Therefore, you are owned. You are now chattel. You are property. You have been bought and paid for. Yeah. Yeah. And trust me, I am very quick. If my husband does not realize that he has made a statement that diminishes anyone's contribution in the family, because really he was the breadwinner for about 4/5 of our relationship. He was the sole breadwinner, and I am a stay-at-home mom. And the thing was, if he ever forgot or didn't notice the contribution of everyone, including our children, into our family, I'm quick to remind him. I remember one time, um, not too long ago, he was irritated because our kids did the dishes, but they left all the pots on the counter rather than hand washing them because they didn't fit in the dishwasher. I forgot what he said, and I was upset immediately. Like, you do not diminish the contribution of our children. Everyone plays their part in this family. If you want them to wash those dishes, you tell them, hey, I need you to hand wash whatever does not fit in the dishwasher so that the entire counter is cleared off before you go to bed. But he said it was half-ass. And I got really upset. You don't fucking talk about my kids. Well, they weren't there. And he said under his breath, he was frustrated. And I was like, no, you don't say that. You don't accuse my kid, even though he's not here right now, of washing dishes half-ass. Yes, it's a half-ass thing to do, but you don't tell them that they're half-ass. You don't have that mindset, because everyone has a contribution. In our family, everyone contributes to the collective whole of our family. And that's the thing, though. That's the thing. I invest every day in helping him to see life from my perspective. He doesn't have to agree, and he doesn't have to do as I dictate or try to dictate. um, but he's definitely a person who hears what I say and considers it before deciding. when someone can't even hear what you say, they can't value a single word that comes out of your mouth. I mean, what is that? I don't think that's a relationship. I don't think that's a partnership, because a partnership really involves um, equal investment in equity. It might not be, you put $50 and they put $50. It might be that they front the $50 and you do $50 worth of work. They're not paying you for that. You're both putting investment. They're putting a financial investment and you're putting a time and energy investment, but it has to be equal. You can invest in something all you want, but if it's not an equal investment, you will always have the short end of the stick. It's like, oh, we're just so perfect for each other. We fit like a glove. We fit like a pencil and a pencil sharpener. So gloves prevent your sensory in your fingers from feeling the world to the degree that you need to feel it. What does a pencil sharpener do? Visualize a pencil sharpener that's electric. You put the pencil in and it will eat it all up. It will continue to pull in that pencil. It will continue to pull it in and eat it up and eat it up and eat it up. But it keeps me sharp. But why would you keep sharpening a pencil that hasn't even been used for the thing that it's intended to be used for? So you have to know what you're investing in. You have to know what your end goal is. And if it's ownership of someone, that's a transactional relationship. You're seeking to own another. That's transactional. That's a purchase. So everything you do, you're not doing out of love. You're doing it as a prepayment. Mm-mm. If one day I'm no longer in a relationship with my husband, it does not negate all this time and the goodness we've shared together. I'm not prepaying for anything. He can wake up one day, or I can wake up one day and be like, I'm done being married. And the other person has to be okay with that. We still have to find a way to remain the bestest of friends. We still have to continue to work as a unit. I will not take ownership of this man. He doesn't limit me in any way. He doesn't force me to stay out of obligation. There's no, I did this and that for you. Like, no. If you didn't do something for someone out of love, you have to be honest about that. I did this and that for you because I thought that if I did, that you would choose to stay. Be honest with that. I think a lot of what's happening is this lack of honesty with self is really affecting that forward movement through the relationship or through a future relationship. I don't know. This is a general reading, but when cards start coming out and the messages start being this thing of like desperation that's giving rise to crazy ideas of involving another soul. Oh my gosh, stop. Stop. If you already had issues before you got pregnant, I promise you, being pregnant and then having a newborn will amplify and compound the issues that already existed. It will compound it. It will make it worse. Much, much worse. Dare to succeed despite the odds. So you thought it was impossible, but you have to dare to succeed despite the odds. What's that telling you? How do you receive that? Like, how do you receive that? Are you receiving that as, oh, this is confirmation that I should hold on? What are you holding on to and why? What is your goal? To simply have someone in your life, regardless of your level of happiness? What is your goal? What is the end result that you're working towards? Meditate and contemplate, allowing yourself to become very, very clear, very still within yourself, and then very clear. Ooh. Ooh, Eliza. This. Let me tell you from experience, having a baby with someone you know to be abusive is a big no. No, I should have left when I found out I was pregnant. But see, how did you know that? You now know that because you went through it. And for a lot of us, we don't know until we go through it. But see, here's the thing. If someone has the courage, just like Eliza has the courage right now, which that's a very courageous thing. If someone else who has lived through what we are about to potentially live through has the courage to speak up and share about their experiences, then we are less likely to go into something without knowing. Now, just because you know doesn't mean you won't have this mindset of, no, that won't happen to me. Why? Because you're so special. That was abrasive, huh? Yeah, it had to be to get through all of the thickened skin. It had to be. Not to break you down, but so you could feel the gravity of it. Don't lie to yourself. I won't lie to you. And if I refuse to lie to you, can you at least be honest with yourself in this moment? Just be honest with yourself. Be honest about why you're doing what you're doing. Is it because you're competitive and you don't want someone else to have him because you put so much effort into making him who he is? Well, that's presumptuous. Are you his mother or his partner? The mother or mother figure is what makes the child who they are, not someone else. You simply draw out of them what was already established by that parental figure from childhood. You have to be very, very clear with yourself about where that toxicity lives within you. Not so you can punish yourself and talk badly to yourself, but so you can really, really begin to know what parts need your attention so that you can heal it. Not because you're broken, but because you deserve to feel whole. See, my perception is very different from the average person's perception. If I'm looking for pathology within me, it's not so I can say and see that I'm diseased. It's so I know how to approach my healing process because I deserve to be healthy. I deserve health. I deserve that. If I can be a sanctuary for people outside of myself, well, damn Skippy, I need to be a sanctuary for me as well. I need to be my own sanctuary, not because I can't count on other people. Honey, I have so many people at this point in my life that I can count on, that I know in my heart I can count on. But it's not their responsibility, it's mine. It's my responsibility. It is my obligation to myself to find and cultivate my own happiness and to simply share it with the people that I trust to be present as I experience my happiness. It's not my husband's job to make me happy. It's my job to seek out what it is that I need to be able to understand that I'm a happy person. I am. I'm a happy person, but sometimes I get frustrated and sometimes I get to this point where I feel like I don't know. What don't you know? I don't know. Well, then how do you fix it? Well, you seek out whatever you feel you need to seek out. And in the process of seeking that out, you end up knowing. And that's been my journey. That's been my journey. If at any point, if what I'm seeking no longer involves where I'm at, then I have to be honest with that. I have to be honest about it. I have to communicate that. It has to be done in a respectful way. I am the type of person where I'm not going to cheat on someone the moment I begin finding myself entertaining another person's conversations and interest. I know I need to have a conversation with a person I'm in a relationship with. Something is fundamentally wrong. And I find myself moving forward without you. So now we have to have this conversation like, what's up? What's up? Because things are shifting and I'm needing to understand if this is no longer aligned. I need to make some decisions for myself in my life. Right? People will be like, oh, that's because they weren't getting what they needed at home. No, stop with your bullshit. Stop gaslighting people. Stop it. Stop it. People are responsible for the decisions they make. I am simply sharing how I would go about my decision making process. There is no person that is more valid than another person at all. We all have to go through the things that we go through in the way that we go through it in order to learn in the way we learn. That's why. That is why. Okay. Right. It's a hard conversation worth having. Very hard. Very hard. Ooh, procrastination has been a player in my life till it wasn't anymore. Doing better at getting things done sooner. Have to clean that plate before new experiences can come into play. And here's the thing, a lot of the times the reason relationships break down to the point of being irreparable um is because you procrastinate that conversation. You procrastinate and procrastinate and procrastinate because of your fear of how that will go. And that's why things go the way they do. That fear. That fear. Like, it's very, very rare for me to say certain things to my husband, right? But if I need to say it, I will. If I need to be like, listen, are you not happy? Because your behavior is looking like you're not happy. And if you're not happy, then you need to have a conversation with me and let me know what either needs to be corrected, modified, adjusted, or if it's time to kind of just like have conversations of, you know, not being together anymore. I'm not committed to this because we've lived for like 23 years with each other. I'm not here because you're all I know. A lot of people, they'll stay because that's all they know. They'll stay and they won't have these conversations because they've invested X amount of years into it and they don't want to waste that time. It's only wasted if you continue to go through the same cycles that will still end with the same results. That's wasting your time. Sometimes, despite your intentions, despite your effort, you have to simply accept that some people were never destined to be a part of your life for the whole life. My only expectation of my husband is to stay with me for as long as we're meant to be. I don't know how long that is. And for as long as we're meant to be, I will love you as deeply as I'm possibly able to. And that's all I can offer you. That's my only expectation, and that's the only thing I can offer in exchange. So, for however long that lasts, I'm going to be fully present. And that's that. There's no ownership. There's simply an enjoyment of the now, a remembering of the things we've been through together so that I can get a better grasp of how grateful I am for the now that we are in. So, a lot of relationships don't have that. A lot don't have that. New romantic cycle begins. With every situation you go through, if you're in a relationship, uh, when you both make the commitment to overcome that challenge, when you're done, when you've overcome it, a new romantic cycle begins. My relationship with my husband has evolved with every single thing that we've been through. It has evolved. It has evolved in ways I didn't think it was capable of evolving. It has evolved in ways that I was not capable of um, being able to anticipate. Just because I didn't see us being capable years ago does not mean it was impossible. You thought it was impossible, but you thought it was impossible because you were not yet the person you are right now, a person who is capable of maintaining the type of connection that you've been seeking your entire life. The wife I am today is far different from the wife that I was 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, 23 years ago. I am a different person. With everything I go through in life, I change. With everything that I go through in life, I change. I am not expected to stay stagnant and the same because that's not love, that's ownership. It's ownership. When you expect someone to stay the same and there's no room for them to grow, that is you attempting to own someone. That's not a romantic cycle. It's not a romantic process. Emotions are running high. This whole thing, this whole reading, this is a relationship in the process of decay. I see no humor in that at all. It's a very painful process. very, very painful. The breaking down of bonds, the pain that occurs when you begin to realize the reality is setting in. When you begin to realize exactly what's happening, that is painful. That is gut wrenching. But it's also necessary. That realization can be the very thing that helps you, that carries you through this process. I think it's going to be okay. I think these are just messages that help to confirm for certain people that you are in the process you're in. It's a valid process. You're not just giving up, you're actually considering things. And you guys, can we stop with this other narrative of I don't know. It is a very overwhelming sadness that I feel. I don't know who I'm feeling. Overwhelming sadness. For some people, it might be that your marriage is ending. And there's this thought of, but you promised till death do us part. But do you understand how many deaths you've had during the course of this relationship? Every time you change, the you that you were has to be allowed to die off in order for the you that you're becoming to come forward and grow. My chest physically hurts from emotional pain. Feels just like a long, drawn out heart attack. But I will grow. You don't grow in the cycle of pain. You grow based off of what you do after the cycle completes. So don't try to do both at once. It makes the pain last longer and hurt more. Don't try to do both at once. Don't force yourself into a process that you are not ready for because of the pain you're still feeling. Be gentle with yourself. Hold yourself. Sit in stillness with yourself. Allow yourself to go through this very real, very viscerally felt process. Here's what I'll do, and then I gotta go. I'm going to play some music for you guys. And as I play music, I'm going to go ahead and begin doing a little bit of work on the chest for whoever wants to be a part of this. You definitely can. I'll calibrate this. Do hashtag healing. Hashtag healing. If you want to have a little bit of assistance, energetic assistance in your process of self-healing, all you got to do is put hashtag healing and the energy will be calibrated to that. Okay. And you'll be able to receive that. This can help you with the visceral experience of removing yourself from a situation that hurts you. Okay. Let me get a song really quick.
You have to be willing to let go. You have to be willing to give me what hurts you. Enough people have taken from you. I won't do that too. Instead, I'll place my hand before you and put everything that hurts into my hand. Let me hold it for you for a while. Go as deep as you can. Find even the pain that you forgot about. Put it in my hand. Allow yourself to feel. Feel the release in whatever way your body is allowing for the release, through tears and emotions, through whatever other process. Breathe and allow. I'd like to give you a gift. I'd like you to feel the peace I have in my heart. Feel this peace kiss your forehead before it showers down the rest of you. Feel all your tension dissolve. Feel the stillness that we sit together in. Feel the warmth of the sun on your skin. Feel a calm settling into your bones. Feel the calm in your bones, relaxing your muscles. Feel your health returning back to you. Your thoughts are becoming blurry, not in a scary way, in a way that kind of makes you feel that you don't remember any of your stress. All there is right now here with me, sitting in a sanctuary, listening to the breeze. Notice how quiet your mind feels. Notice how peace you are. Allow this peace to circulate through all of your body. Feel it in your fingertips, the tip of your nose, and on your lips. Feel this peace in your high heart, across your entire chest. Feel it soothe your stomach. Your muscles are no longer tight. You're able to breathe very deep and very slow. There's no rush. There's no worry. There's just this space that we sit together in stillness and peace. All your pain is gone. Today will be a quiet day for you. Quiet within yourself, regardless of what's going on outside of you. Is quiet inside. Feel my hands on your forehead and a tingling inside your cranial space. Just breathe. Breathe and allow. I'm sending your energy to support your frontal lobes so that you can process life in a more balanced way. Feel the energy in the center of your head. We're recalibrating your amygdala. The frustration and aggression that's dissolving. Feel your throat begin to clear. Every word that needs to be said will be said from a place of compassion. You will communicate your needs. Feel the courage building in your chest, a very comfortable sensation. A feeling that dissolves the hesitation of you speaking your needs, sharing your truth. Feel my hand on your cheek. I see you. Feel my hand on your chest. I feel you. Inhale the light of your truth. Exhale the darkness of your doubt. Inhale the light of your truth. Exhale the darkness of your doubt. How do you guys feel? You're welcome. You guys are so welcome. So very welcome. Ooh, this. Didn't know some of that was still there. It's hard. It's hard to be fully aware of the way we still hurt, the ways in which we still need to heal. It's hard. Matthew, how does your chest feel? Does your chest feel better? It's aching. Ooh, love this. It's aching, but not as much. Do I have your permission to try and clear more of that really quick? Oops. Breathe deep and slow, Matthew. Give me 1 second. I'm going to get the song. How do you feel? Good. How about your chest? Very good. You need to get checked. Okay. You need to get checked. You need to look into Takotsubo cardiomyopathy. You have an elevation in your manifestation ability, and the heartbreak is registering as actual cardiomyopathy. Takotsubo cardiomyopathy, if it's addressed, it will improve. If it's left as it is, it could develop into irreversible cardiac damage. Okay. So I went ahead and I worked on your meridians. I worked on quite a few different pathways. There were a lot of chakra imbalances. The components of the chakras were not proper. Just a lot, a lot. You hold so much in. You hold so much in. You also had quite a few different latchings throughout your chest, in your back. Um, there was one that entered in through your carotid artery. There was another one that came up through the superior vena cava. Yeah. So I know you had a cardiac event not too long ago. Do you remember what your ejection fraction rate was last year? I'm sure they did all the workups and stuff. Do you remember what it was last year? Because from the look and feel of it when I began working on you, that's why I asked if I could work on you. It looked like you were dipping into the low 30s, like entering into the 20s. Anything that's 30% or less is considered heart failure. So you have to be careful about the way you process. You have to begin process instead of stuffing it down, because if you stuff it down, all the work that I just did on you, it will undo itself. It will undo itself. Okay. So you have to maintain that. What you can do is watch this portion of the video daily from the point that I asked if I could work on you. So maybe that was like 1 hour and 35 minutes, I think, maybe somewhere around there. Timestamp it for yourself and watch the part where I'm working specifically on you. Energy is recorded. Okay. Energy is recorded and it will be like I'm working on you again. So it's specifically energy work for you. If you watch that however many times you need when you need to, it will continue to refresh the work that I did. Okay. So just make sure that you take care of yourself. I gotta go. I feel my petty rising. I gotta go. You guys, please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe. Turn on that notification bell. Join me when I'm live. If you would like to get a body scan, you can purchase that on my website, emmyevolving.com. If you guys would like to get any other type of energy work, that's on my website, emmyevolving.com. I'm not sure if I still have a 50% off coupon that's automatically running on the website. You can try it. It might be the last day today. I'm not sure. But if you guys would like some type of energy work, readings, whatever it is, you can find that on my website, emmyevolving.com. And I'll see you guys here again tomorrow, 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for church. Bye, everyone.